So is that okay if I call you Pika sometimes? Because I don't know when or something like this, but I read a book about this fantasy world where there are like these creatures who you can use to battle with other people, and you kind of, I don't know why, but you kind of remind me of a Pikachu. So I started calling you Pika for some reason.
I mean, sure. Even if I don't know, I look like whatever is a Pikachu.
I could perhaps try and find a book again in this world,
It's really nothing really fancy.
but it still does look pretty.
Thank you. Uh, my goddess is, well, pretty much known for being the embodiment of the moon in some sorts.
Oh,
Moon, water, cold. It is important for me.
yeah, I mean, I can understand that. I mean, for me, Harmonia is important.
I, I believe that every goddess need to be worshipped, even if, well, you're not really worshipping the goddess in particular. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not worshipping particularly the other goddess of this world, but I
Mm,
respect them enough, even if, well, some of them are uh, of their own flow.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, in my old world, my kind wasn't really fond of any goddesses and gods anymore. I just wish that all these four sisters would just start working together and just like, I don't know, start putting their brain cells together and think clearly.
I think that the problem is mostly because of, if I remember, well, Vienna, if I remember, that's one of the reason every goddess are a bit in disagreement, and J,
Well,
particularly J.
well, so as far as I know, Jay has a sister, Vienna, and three other four goddesses had a crush on her. Then Jay, I think has died. Vienna gave his his uh, oh God,
It's
I don't know how to phrase
sister.
this. Yeah, so the sister gave up her life to save Jay. So Balana was kind of stuck with Jay, and but Jay killed Rubus, Harmonia's lover. And the thing is that Jay kind of reminds Harmonia quite much of Rubus. There was like a fight where Banana was involved, and I think Aerith was injured quite much. And to be honest, I actually forgot most of the things because I only got the information from Ren. So I'm actually not quite sure what happened to that point. I mean, Jay seemed to be having changed positions, but I didn't had any time to see if Aerith was alright.
You should probably check on her next time.
Yeah, there might be probably in a few days that I might be able to see her, but I'm not quite sure.
In any case, if you want every goddess to work together, well, everyone need to take care of the problem with J, because
But the problem is that here their way on like solving is either putting Jay into some sort of stone and keep him there, or kill him. That's their solution to the problem.
so you try to find another way. I see your point of view, Ari. Through, even if I see what you mean, that I see that Jay is mostly a victim in all of that, Ari, there also a
Mm.
chance that there are really no other solution than kill him or put him into the crystal. And in this situation, I think it would be better that Jay gets killed because honestly, I don't personally want him to get stuck in a crystal for we don't know how many years or things like that. Maybe
I
that
don't
would be.
I don't think that killing him is an option. He is also a person.
I know.
What would give him, or what would give us the reason to kill him?
Sometimes it's better to take the solution you think is the worst.
I don't want to let anybody kill him. There's no reason for his death. I mean, I can get that he has killed several people, even friends of mine and other people's, but he had a reason to do this.
Yes, you have reason, but if we get in the situation where we really need to do something, because I believe that the portal will get curved going to death can be a policy. Love has a point. What I mean is the portal is getting worse and worse, and we are in time limit. If we don't do something soon enough, we're
Against the
going.
portal, you can only like try and find a way out of here, but you can't really stop the portal. And I don't know what's going on because I have no clue on what the story is, but I don't think that by killing Jay, for example, or like any type of death would like.
Well, at the end, we will probably see what's going to happen later. If there is a solution other than killing him or putting him in a crystal, I'm fine with that. But if there really no solution, you know where I put my side on.
You made it kind of clear. I I don't like the imagine or the thought of someone dying without an a special reason would be a good idea or something like this. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I see what you mean. Nobody really liked death.
Besides Lavender.
Well, I mean, Lavender is a ghost.
That's true.
We should probably get out. Oh, no, maybe not get out because it's night. I just realized that. Don't really want to get a stomach ache because of the phantom. No thanks.
I don't really know why that is that I don't want him to die. There's a lot of things I don't know why I think about it like this.
Well, uh, I,
Then
oh,
your son. Death is not the end. What do you mean? You need to put things simpler than just this one sentence for me. I haven't slept in days, perhaps even weeks, or maybe even months.
and
I
after
can't even.
that, you say that I don't sleep enough.
Well, I have also reasons.
Well, usually I don't need to sleep that much, and I'm
Yeah.
perfectly fine without sleeping.
I can't remember if I slept in the past at all or not, because I mean the thing is, in my think about it for yourself. I mean, yeah, well, I don't know, Lavender, if you know, but I am a champion. For if I die, like die, for me it would mean in this world that I would go to a place called Harmond, and I won't be able to come back as a ghost.
I don't know what would happen to me if I died. I don't.
Did did you die already?
Uh, oh, that, no, well,
I
yes,
would
but,
take this. I'm taking this as a yes, if you don't say anything against that.
I mean, I didn't, I mean, a bit, how to explain that, um,
Here at the maze,
no,
I've heard that a lot of people have died there. You were one of them, right?
no,
Hika.
no,
I know that you can be clumsy sometimes.
I don't talk of people getting clumsy. I'm not clumsy. thank you very much. Ouch!
Even the ghost agrees.
That.
Oh,
I can assure you, I was clumsy and I didn't die there.
but you died in some way, didn't you?
No.
Lavender, do you happen to know what happened?
Mm,
Because I think as a ghost you come around quite much.
I don't want to hear any comment coming from you, Lav. Thank you very much.
Hey, Lavender, perhaps you could come to my place and tell me what's going on so I know what's
No.
going on. Because
No.
Pika, look at me. You have been hiding the reason for why you have nightmares for so long. You need to talk about it.
I don't need to talk about it. I
You
really
need to talk about
don't
it.
need to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it.
Pika, you are a therapist. You should know what's the best. And I think, I mean, I don't have as much knowledge about psychology or something like this, but but I think if you talk about things that would be better, I mean, I can understand if it's not everything that you want to talk about right at the beginning, but
I I did talk about not a nightmare in particular, but something who bother me with someone, but I really don't want to bother you with something like that. You already have enough things to think about. Anyway.
Pika, look at me and stop running around. You said that I wouldn't bother you by putting more things on your shoulders too. That means you can put your worries and problems on my shoulders too. That's what friends are for. As friends, we are there for each other.
Oh.
We are going through bad times, just like the good times.
I really don't know what. Don't like this thing. Yes, I did die in the maze. That was an experience. And I got in this place really strange, really dark. I was confused and I woke. I just didn't know what happened at all. Then it just happened. I got a memory of who I was before I was a thief, before I became a thief and all of that. And honestly, I I regret to remember that. I wish I didn't die in the maze. I wish I didn't go in this stupid maze because I hate thinking about this Mary, and I don't want to think about it. It's really, really bad, and I hate that. And I hate thinking about that.
Hug. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Maybe we make girls. Well, I'm not this person. I'm not who this person was. I'm not.
Pika, it's in the past.
What?
If it's already in the past, so you can let it go. This is a new world. You pretty much died, so you can be whoever you want now and ignore the past.
Harvey, the problem is that this memory. I died before the maze. I died before arriving here, like before. I I I die in my village. I don't know. particularly how, but I know it hurts. I I died there, and I lost a family member that I don't even remember. That is, I know I cared about this person, but just I I don't remember her particularly, but I know I cared about her, and I and that she died, and that I don't. The person I was before this first time I experienced death, I'm not them anymore, but still stick with me, and I hate that. I hate just thinking about the night, this night. I hate thinking about how I died and I couldn't do anything for her that I probably could have saved her.
Our stories are quite similar. Tell you what, I actually don't really talk about my past either. I do remember it. I don't really want to go into much detail either of my story, but instead my past, because it hurts me myself too. But I've I've lost important people, that are very important to me. They didn't pretended to not know me, even though they clearly knew, and I knew that they knew. They locked me up, and they treated me like I was some kind of outcast. But I was pretty much like a puppet to them, which they could play with, and pretty much people that I cared about, people that were supposed to be someone who should protect me. They were the ones who pulled the main strings. They pulled the strings of my whole life. And when I finally got to this world, when I was finally able to escape, I don't even remember how I should have, or I can't even remember or imagine how I could have died in this world. Because all I know that I escaped with my only best friend, who now isn't talking to me anymore. I he promised that we would meet each other here on this side, that we would like have a better life. But now they are back. They the ones who pull the strings of my life are back in here. And I've been trying to escape them for so long that I don't even know what else to do anymore. And it just hurts like thinking about it. I know. It is never pleasant. And now that Rich also pretty much like left, it's it will keep me up at night for now as well. Ever since I wasn't able or haven't seen Rich anymore, it kept me up at night. The thought about what happened to me in the past. I know that it can't compare to what you've been going through in the past. I know that it's still different, that like having or seeing someone you love die, that it's different from the fact that they just leave is different. But I don't know. I really shouldn't be a therapist.
Uh, I think I probably be the one who shouldn't be one. I
You're a better therapist than I am.
Yeah, but I still have a lot to learn because technic- I technically never really was a professional with that. I just thought that I would be a good listener. That You know,
I mean, I personally think that you're actually a good therapist.
well, thanks, I suppose. Well, I'm happy that Macy is not the only one thinking that.
I mean, it's true. Uh, that's a grave
I would like
misunderstanding.
that you sign other than here.
Maybe all. Huh? What does maybe all mean? Find our peace. Yeah, I mean, it will definitely take a lot of time. Perhaps we might need to have a world where we don't need to worry about what happens to us next. I mean, in this world, we need to kind of worry of what happens to us. I mean, if you have looked at the portal, it gets unstable from day to day, and it grows. So it's I don't know how long we will be able to stay in this world. That's actually also the reason why I asked you earlier about the thing with leaving this world and stuff like this, because I don't I don't really know what will happen to us. Because there's a possibility that we either all, because perhaps if we all go the same way as we do, that we perhaps might land in a world together. Perhaps there are some people who end up in a different place, which would be normal, but like, uh, this, is the way out? Would it bring us to our home world? In general, what would happen? Would we just like die as we were supposed to?
Well, I just hope that we're not going to die like we were supposed to. Because
I really do hope so too.
as far as I know, I can't die multiple times, and I'd already died one time, and well, two times technically if I count the maze, and three times if we count the fact that I was supposed to die with the portal thing.
Hmm.
I don't think I will have a ghost because
I mean, it depends on what happens at your death. Because if you have like, I mean, it's in some words that if you have like a certain desire, for example, you really, really want to have an eye on your loved ones, then you probably will turn into like a guardian angel or something like this.
well, there are not such a things in my world. When people die, usually, well, they're dead. They disappear. Their magic kind of blends with the world. And I don't even know I got revived in the first place. I know I wasn't like that before. I was human. I know that. I remember that. But I'm definitely not human anymore. And
Hmm.
I don't know what to think about that. I just don't want to disappear.
You won't. I will try to make sure of that. We will escape this world together in one way or another, and that we will survive. Well, I mean, then again, in my case, my father just disappeared and he left me with my siblings. I also have the problem of my past, the ones who pull the strings.
And you have the champion responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, then again, isn't it kind of my fault that I choose this way? I mean, I could have like chosen to not look for it. I could have just left it there and do my own thing, but I have chosen to become the helper of a goddess. So
It's
it's
not your fault. Yes, you make a decision about taking the book, but it's not your fault if there are all these things who kind of fall on your head out of nowhere.
that you're right.
Uh, what do I have
I
to
mean,
say,
part of
man?
I saw that you want to say something, Lavender. Sounds like fun, Peter.
They don't know. They are not fun at all.
Come here, I will fight you, you little shit.
Don't say that. You're going to make their ego get bigger than they already are.
True, yeah, true. I think I hit something.
I'm pretty sure you hit a ghost. That don't make anything.
I mean, you don't exactly know what I am, so
Uh,
I'm so well.
I mean, I don't know what you are particularly, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be, because I'm.
I would say you're somewhat of a demon because of the
Nah,
horns
nah.
tail.
In my world, demons don't look like that. I can tell you.
I mean, in most of the worlds, they look like have horns and a tail. I mean, there are some worlds where they have certain classes of demons, and they each look different. I don't know. It has been a while, and I honestly didn't really pay much attention to the lessons I had.
Eh, I don't have any lesson. I've learned everything from books. Eh,
Yeah.
I mean, I probably know much more, but memory, I've forgotten. I don't remember my childhood and
Me
teenagehood.
neither.
Ah,
Me neither. And me neither. But to be honest, I don't really had that much of a childhood.
I technically don't have a birthday because I don't remember my birthday.
But what is that even? Like, what is a birthday?
Well, it's supposed to be a day where you celebrate your, well, the day you arrived in your world, like you was born.
Okay.
Th- It,
Well, I definitely didn't calibrate it at all. Perhaps because we're in kind of like in a new world, we could just make a date up and say that okay, this is going to be my birthday. I mean, how should we know if it's correct or not? Perhaps we are lying correctly.
well, I could do that, but I would celebrate what? Because I don't remember what is my precise age.
I think my year is currently um a bit wonky. Yeah, my I don't, Jesus, I hate these fuckers.
I don't like the rain.
Yeah, you need to be correct to have fun. I mean, stealing is fun, wouldn't you say? So, and this is not normally correct, so, but it's still fun at times.
Um, well, maybe we should do something like that one day. A bit of a moment where we don't think about all the chaos.
Definitely, definitely. Um, now that I think we could say that we pretty much finished the garden. Um, do you want to help me like build rooms for the egg and Loki?
Yes, of course. Technically, there is a place. I didn't really finish it yet because I don't go out that much, and I start working on it a bit before the maze.